Hello everyone, I am here to do a not tea video, but it's, tea related technically. So there's this brand. She's a woman owned Canadian tea company in Toronto, Dessert by Deb. Clearly, I mean, she must love sweets because her brand name is Dessert by Deb and it's a tea company, which I love. Sweets are awesome and her teas are awesome. I have so many of her teas that I think I have every tea that she has except for the teas that were limited edition. So obviously I wasn't able to buy tea from her the whole time, but I do have a fair amount of her teas, and the teas that I've tried are delicious, and I'm always excited when she brings out new teas. But at this point right now, I do need to sit down some of her teas, but I love when she packs her packages. You can see she cares. She puts in some freebies that are always so awesome. So maybe a 25-gram bag is $5-6, which may be a little expensive, but then it's a great company to be a part of. And she always does handwritten cards, which I love. I love to collect those cards that mean something, so I love her cards. She'll put sweets in there too if I'm lucky. So hopefully next time I make a purchase, she'll have some more teas I can drool over and just enjoy, and have some sweets because the sweets she picks out are delicious. I'm even wearing an M&M shirt, which is so cool. I love the look of it. But I'm just so excited. I just really want to talk about these tea treats, sweets that she has put in my packages. I think I've gotten 4 or 5 boxes at this point. So most of these I've had for a while, and I just realized today I wanted to do a video about them. So I'm always just so excited for when I get a package from her because of the teas, the handwritten cards, and the little goodies she gives you too. She'll sometimes give you keychains, if you spend a certain amount, you can get free shipping, and then you get some goodies, a free 75-gram bag. Especially if you're subscribed to her newsletter on the email, do that because that makes it totally worthwhile. So I just have a bunch of snacks and treats. Two of them are not from her, but it's the Squish brand, which is not a tea brand, but you can get them from David's Tea, and I have found some other places I can buy them, but they are expensive because it's a gourmet candy company. But sometimes I kind of splurge on getting these bags. I haven't gotten them in a while, but it's good candy. So we have the Squish Wet and Wild Watermelon, which is watermelon slices, but covered, in a sugar coating. Very good. And then strawberry rhubarb, which rhubarb is delicious. If you like tart and sour stuff, rhubarb, even stewed rhubarb, and when there are teas with rhubarb in it. David's Tea last fall had a tea called Rhubarb Fizz, and it was a green tea. I wasn't able to buy it, and I'm kind of disappointed because they had some teas that were really good. I have so much tea, but there are definitely teas that for some reason I just can't get in. I wasn't able to buy it at that time, or it's limited edition and it's not available anymore. So there are some teas from that collection, including the Rhubarb Fizz and Cabaret Bouquet, and I think there's a lemon one too. I was able to get the Orange Dreamsicle because they brought it back. But all these tea companies, there's so many teas they bring out, and honestly I want to do a video of each different flavor, but but strawberry rhubarb, very good. So next time I'm definitely gonna buy a couple bags, but they're not big bags, so I can easily eat one in one sitting, which isn't the healthiest, but they're just so good. So yeah, I would definitely get these two again. This is just more unique. This you can kind of get anywhere. It doesn't have to be squished, it's watermelon slices where they have at the candy stores. And following Squish, these were in a Dessert by Deb box. They were the, they look like those sun-kissed gummies that are citrus flavors, orange, lemon, and I want to say there's another flavor. but they have another sugar coating. So I had these 2 little packages, which were just really nice. I like having like little sampler pouches. So these had those sun-kissed gummies, but like in a sugar coating. Very delicious. So if you happen to buy Squish, like, you don't feel like you have to, because it is more of a gourmet candy brand. But if you are able to, try some things. Even go, like, the brand is Canadian, and they have like advent calendars, and they have so many more like gummy flavors. But the ones that have been on the David's Tea website, there have been some excuse me, not a big variety. Next up, now this was kind of weird, but you know, I love candy. I have a sweet tooth, so it looks weird, but it was really good. The Sweet Retreat Bakery, which is small batch handcrafted pastries and sweets. This was tutti frutti flavored marshmallows, and it looked like the kinetic sand that you could like play with like as a kid. I never had it, but I was always kind of like, oh, I would love to have that. But it, like, the texture of it, the feel of it was like sandy, but very just squishy. But yeah, tutti frutti flavored marshmallows, very delicious. I do like marshmallows, but I mean, they're pure sugar, but very good. So you got like 4 pieces of them, but it has sugar, egg whites, gelatin, light corn syrup, and tutti frutti flavor. And I think they have other flavors. I think I've tried to search up, but I had trouble searching them up. But sometimes she does put them in the boxes, so hopefully next time I will be able to get some of those marshmallows, because they're really good. And then there's like chocolate bars and biscuits. So this brand, oh my gosh. Okay, so I was in Ottawa a couple weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, 2 months ago, but I went into a store and they had this chocolate company, and the bars were like $12 each. But luckily I got these 2 for free, so I don't know if they're actually $12 or just that store, they just sold them very expensive. But it's Alicia, but ALICJA Confections, established 2015 in Ottawa, Ontario. She has a variety of flavors, and usually Dessert Deb will give you a selection of flavors that they have. They had like a passion fruit white chocolate that sounded really good, but you could only choose one. So I think at that point I chose the Earl Grey, which I love the packaging, and even the back, it looks like a postcard, which is really cool. But this was Earl Grey flavored chocolate. Oh my gosh, I remember I tried to give a piece to like my dad, but he didn't really want to. But like tea flavored treats, like if I saw it at a grocery store and it wasn't $12, I'd probably get it. That'd be cool to go to like the grocery store and see if you can find any like tea flavored sweets. Definitely, that would pique my interest. But Earl Grey flavored chocolate, tasted like Earl Grey, good chocolate. It was a milk chocolate. And then this was like obviously near the holiday times. Gingerbread, another good flavor. So definitely, if I'm able to get another bar from this, from Dessert by Deb, I'm gonna get a different flavor. But yeah, gingerbread and Earl Grey, I would totally get them again. But other flavors, I forget because it's been so long since I've had them. But very good. I don't know if I'd spend $12 on them, but if it was like $6, $5, I'd probably do that. So next we have cookies, and now I can finally get rid of the packaging because it's just been on one of my shelves for so long. I had 3 of these Cookie It Up milk chocolate buttery bite-sized shortbread cookies. So I would have one of these, like one shortbread covered in milk chocolate in a package, and I had 3 of them. I think maybe I threw one out. I try to keep the packages when I can, but sometimes I think one might have been thrown out. Very delicious, nice shortbread, but with chocolate, which is always so good. And then another one is, oh yeah, the Spruce It Up, established 1983. I'm sure she usually picks like Canadian companies for her snacks and treats. Yeah, Aurora, Ontario. Okay, so pretty cool. Yeah, so which is really cool. So you are able to try Canadian sweets and treats, especially if you're Canadian, which is always cool. Or if you're an American, which I see a lot of American tea lovers buying Dessert by Deb, which is really cool. Like as a tea brews, I think Stephanie from the Tea Leaf Project, and I'm sure other people have too. Yeah, Dessert by Deb, I love her, and I love reading her newsletters, and I love all the love she puts into her boxes, which is awesome. I would love to do her like subscription box, but I definitely gotta shimmy down on the teas. But next order probably be big because I like to, you know, get the good stuff. Because she includes like cool like tea towels and keychains and pins, and her teas are so delicious. Spruce wood handmade cookie. Oh, okay. Actually, I also have another from Cookie It Up, so the same brand, but it's thin and crisp salted caramel crunch gourmet cookies, which again, you had more of a selection, so it was bigger. I've seen her have like lavender shortbread cookies, which sound good, but like the selection is, she tries to give you a selection of flavors. But yeah, these were like thinner salted caramel flavored cookies, and they were so delicious. But Cookie It Up, very good. Alicia Confections, very good. Squish, very good. And the Sweet Retreat, very good. And then the last is, this is probably my first of the samples. I don't think I was expecting this when it came in my box, but when I saw it, I was like, oh. But I even like the packaging. But Canadian Maple Classic Shortbread, which if you're Canadian and you don't like maple, I really hope you like maple if you're Canadian, because you can find anything maple, especially when tourists come. We always have maple stuff, like maple cotton candy, which is very good. But this is Canadian maple flavored shortbread cookies, very good. And this brand is Sprucewood Handmade Cookie Co. Mark Pollard is the chef founder. I don't know where it's from. No, but very delicious. So you still got like a little selection. So they're not like, besides these, like, but you still had a little sample, and 2 of these were in a bag, in a package. But you get a good amount to sample. Like, this is a big chocolate bar. This is not like a Kit Kat. This is like 2 Kit Kats, 3 Kit Kats. But delicious. If you buy from Dessert by Deb and you get sweets, post on your Instagram, because they are delicious, and I'm so excited to get more. And definitely it will be a little while because she hasn't released anything new, but I do have a lot of her teas, and there are some of her teas I have not tried. Maybe half of the teas I haven't tried, but when I try her teas, they're just so delicious. And right now I'm just trying to, I'm like a broken record right now. There's always times where I'm like, I just want to finish up teas that need to be finished up, and then there are other times where I'm like, I just want to try new teas. Right now I'm just trying to finish up certain teas, but I'm excited for, you know, how July's gonna go. I just had a cup of David's chai, which was really good. So I definitely, down the road, when I have less of a collection, where I can remember all the teas I have and I have it all in one spot, that I can do like my favorite chais, because honestly, I have so many chais, but I like to have like a black chai, a green chai, an herbal chai, and maybe a rooibos chai, and you know, maybe like a tea bag, but also loose leaf, or you know, I would love to get down to a reasonable amount for myself, where I have like 20 staples I always have to have, but then I don't know. I don't know what a realistic tea number is for me at this point. I feel like 100 sounds like a lot, but at the same time, I have way more than 100, so maybe 100 is a good number. But it will be a while before I get down to that number. But just finding those teas that you really like to drink. I don't have a core that I always have to have in my collection. It's just like a type. So I always gotta have a black chai. But at this point, I probably have 5 black chais, maybe even 10 black chais. So I really got to dwindle down. But at some point, I would love to have like a core, where like core 10, I always have to have this kind of tea or like a similar tea. And then have enough room for new teas to come in, but don't feel overwhelmed, because at this point, I don't know where all my tea is. I do, but they're all scattered. But definitely love to do my TMT videos, and I would love to do the tea chats again. But this snack dessert, and sorry for all the shaking. I'm on my bed right now. This is just a fun idea I thought of, and I just wanted to talk about these sweets before I throw the packaging out. But I hope everyone's having a day. I hope everyone's enjoying their tea they've had. And if you have a lot of tea, it's okay. It's nice to have variety, but at the same time, when you have enough, I know it can be a little overwhelming because you're just like, I'm never gonna drink down this tea. But tea usually lasts a while. Just if it tastes bad, or if it smells bad, if it looks bad, maybe double check. But if you think it's fine and it tastes fine, keep on drinking it. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.